Hello, we're going to talk about a band called the Sun City Girls. The album is called Torch of the Mystics, and this album is very mystical. First impressions, it's definitely an album that you want to consume from beginning to end because it conjures a lot of interesting images, be it the vocals or the guitar work or the rhythms or just the overall feel. It reminds me of the Desert Fathers, holy relics, and mysticism in general. Maybe a search for the true cross or the holy spear, sepulcher, any other kind of relic that was lost years ago. It's very intriguing. It's basically three guys: Alan Bishop, who plays guitar, and I believe vocal duties as well. He plays this really unique style of guitar, kind of these choppy rhythms, kind of unpredictable at times, kind of spasms of guitar, which are really neat. He's also capable of what I would classify as a pre-grunge riffage. I believe this is 1990 this album came out, so that would stand to reason. Alan Bishop plays bass, kind of a murky bass, especially on the opening track, Blue Mamba, which is really cool. And Charlie Goucher is the drummer. So it's just three guys, but the sounds that they conjure up and the different mystical stylings and kind of a world music filtered through the Sun City style. It's pretty interesting what they're able to conjure up, the sheer variety of it. The vocals, and I'm not sure exactly if it's one guy singing or every member of the band, or maybe one guy takes turns. It's really neat variety as well. It goes from kind of droning wordlessness to made-up languages to throat singing and to almost a Bollywood or Southeast Asian, maybe Khmer or Cambodian nasally type of voice. There's a song in there called Cafe Batik, and the vocals on that, at first you may think they're kind of annoying if you're not used to that nasal Bollywood Southeast Asian style. It may be a little hard on the ears, but it's actually really impressive if you listen to that song from beginning to end. It's a really great song. There's a lot of different flavors in the Sun City soup. I read a review where they said that there were some Middle Eastern influences, and I've listened to this album 6 or 7 times, and I don't think there's anything really particularly Middle Eastern about it. I think it's more Indian, South Asian, and Southeast Asian mixed together with some rock, pre-grunge riffage, and maybe even some surf guitar moments in there. But definitely no Middle Eastern. And another thing, there's a song in there called The Shining Path, which sounds like an Ennio Morricone song with the whistling. I could see it being kind of a soundtrack to Mantle of La Mancha, if it was set in Ecuador maybe, with some flutes. That's what it reminded me of, was the Ecuadorian flute players in downtown Seattle that got all the chicks. That's what that song reminded me of. Anyhow, this is a great album through and through. Plus, if you listen to the album close enough, you will hear a chicken in the song Papa Lekba. I think that song may be a voodoo ritual, but I'm not sure. I'll let you be the judge. But one thing is for certain: any mystical experience worth its salt has a chicken in it. Anyway, I give this album a 5 out of 5.